Good morning. I just got up, drinking my coffee, and I was trying to figure out what my message should be today. So I was looking at one of my favorite tarot readers. Sometimes I vibe with her, sometimes I don't. I think my angels have been telling me to start steering more towards my own messages and not just my intuitive hits that I get when I look at other people. But I was looking at some of my TikToks, and on my TikToks I've got over 200 followers. And so obviously people are caring about what I have to say, but not everybody likes every single type of social media out there. So I'm going to reiterate some of the stuff that's on my TikToks to give people a clear idea of who I am, what I stand for, what I don't stand for. My hair's a mess. I haven't even brushed my hair, folks. I'm so sorry. But I believe that we're all connected. I believe all of us are connected. I think that as the human race, we are God form. We're from God, therefore all together we're in a God form ourselves. In other words, the energy that we put out as people, the majority of it is what makes the world go round. And I believe that we're supposed to help each other, which is what I've been trying to do on my channel. I believe that we should be grateful every day. Even when I'm depressed, I look around and I go, I sold my house, I moved here to California, but my camper, this, paid for. My car, now that it's fixed, thank you, Tom. Love you, Tom. He's going to be leaving soon. My next door neighbor's son. My car is paid for. I believe your ancestors partly make up who you are. My mother passed away when I was 20. My dad passed away when I was 11. This is one of the few things I have left of my mother. Was my mother's dinner ring. I think some people think it's a wedding ring. I'm single, folks. But I believe that every day something comes along to help guide you on your path. Rather it's something else you see or hear, like anything that makes you stop and think. And today's just kind of a hodgepodge of things. I'm just going to talk. And if I inspire you, like, subscribe, share. I firmly believe that the reason why the angels started even talking louder to me was because they wanted me to share my message of hope. Hope and love and having boundaries for yourself, being a better person every day. And that's that's a motto I made up myself that to me kind of says volumes. Every day is a day to be a better person. Because there's a lot of people out there, and folks, it's worldwide. There's a lot of folks out there that hurt children, hurt animals. The evils of today. Matter of fact, just to make a little mention of, because I've seen a couple of these little videos and I've posted them on Facebook because I have 4, 5, 6, 7, 4, 5, 6. Out of all my grandkids, I have 6 boys, but three of them were adopted out by my oldest daughter. So if they ever come looking, though, this is Grandma. But there's human trafficking these days. Well, there always has been, but it's gotten worse. And every time I see the little tricks that they do, I tell people. So something to be aware of. If you have girls, if you have children that are girls, and you have, especially if you have teenagers that like to run around with their friends to, kids don't go to the mall so much anymore, but there's different places that they do go. They do go to, strip malls. They do go to the grocery store. They do run errands for parents. They do go out with their friends to bars and stuff. One little trick that human traffickers do, sometimes they put little notes on the car, little pieces of paper inside the door handle. I don't know exactly what that does, but it lets other ones know that this is a kid by themselves. They put zip ties on door handles, on windshield wipers, so that, because apparently, they work in crews. Like one set of them, I guess, goes out and puts markers on cars because they don't always know each other. And someone else that notices it gets in line and waits for whoever comes back to the car, comes back alone. There's I've seen numerous videos on TikTok and other social medias. Well, TikTok and YouTube is the only 2 things I really do. I probably should reach out to Instagram, and when I get to the point where I can get me a computer and I can put all that kind of stuff on my computer, I will. I don't have a computer. As a matter of fact, I'm going tomorrow to go put in some more job applications, because I don't even have a job right now, folks. I mean, it's tough all over. I shouldn't have left my job at the hospital, but I just couldn't, that's another story. So, if you have girls, or even if you have really good-looking boys, the ones that attract all the girls, there's human trafficking for that too, folks. So protect your children. Protect your children. Sit down, have a talk with them. Every time I see one of those videos, I post it, and I put a little thing up there saying, "Hey, granddaughters, be aware," because I've got one that likes to party and run out. She's grown. She likes to go out and do her own thing, go out with friends and stuff. So I'm constantly putting these little videos up on my Facebook page, telling my friends and family, if you see something like this on your car, be careful. Always keep your cell phone with you. I think your cell phone even has a little safety thing on it where you can call 911 or hit a certain button to call emergency services. She can't always talk. I even heard a video where a girl, it was on a 911 call, a girl got into an Uber, and the Uber driver was trying to fucking kidnap her. People, that's not funny. I mean, we're talking about your child being lost forever, and having that pain that no parent should ever have to go through, that their child has been lost. It happens every day. So if you love your daughters, if you love your kids, have this talk with them, please. It's important. If your children don't seem to open up to you, and some parents just, I'm the parent, you're the kid, and that's just the way it is. Well, if you don't have an open line of communication with your kid, you don't want to lose them that way. You don't want to lose them that way. And folks, it's so easy, because kids can be so vulnerable and think that they're, especially when you have one, like I've got one. I know it all. Mom don't know nothing. How do you think mom got to be 59 years old? Mom's learned a thing or two. Just because you don't believe it doesn't mean it's not true. So take care of your kids. Make sure you look out for your kids. That's just a real biggie with me. Ever since I lost my niece, and folks, you don't know how traumatic that is unless you've gone through it. To have somebody that you love, that came to you for help, that you tried to help, and you didn't know she was having a huge spiritual awakening, that you don't know what's going on with them. And then you have to go through what I went through, watching the police come in, the ambulance come in, take her body out. That was the most horrific, traumatic thing that I have ever gone through. And Aaron, I still love you with all my heart. I wish I would have known. But my own spiritual awakening was just starting. And I've gone through some of the things that she was talking about, like her ears ringing, and she was getting visions, but she always saw auras anyway. And she was saying, "Aunt Lana, Jesus is talking to me." And I don't know if Jesus was talking to her or some other spirit guide was talking to her, but she would actually stop, go outside, and look up to the sky like they were up above her. And I don't see them like that, but I get pictures in my head of them. And since I never saw that before, actually my first vision of an angel was after I got here to California. I actually saw an angel. My ears were ringing, and I saw an angel talking to a woman. And this woman knew that her relative that was in hospice or some kind of thing like that was getting ready to pass. I had another vision where my ears were ringing, and I saw an angel reach out and put its hand on a man. His name was John. And the angel, I don't know if it was angels, I don't know if they have she's or he's, I think they're androgynous, was telling him that it was going to be okay. And he was just in a dark night of the soul. I had another one where I was actually sitting here in my camper, and my ears were ringing, and I had this little picture pop up in my head. And I don't know if the angel knew it or not, but there was a couple of them. There was one standing off to the left, and it was pointing to me, and it was pointing to someone else, because I could see another angel. And I got mine, it's kind of like in a misty type situation. I can't even really explain it, folks. But there was another angel talking to somebody else. I couldn't hear what they were saying. And the angel was going, she's over here, they're over here. And it was talking to someone I couldn't see, to another angel, I guess. I'm assuming. She's over here, they're over here, and she can hear them. So I don't know if they wanted to block that, because ever since I had that one, it's like they've either done something to me so I can't see that because it's not time or whatever. All I know is what I got in my head. Stop. This is my crazy cat. This is Indigo Sky. See those beautiful blue eyes? She's biting my elbows. I'm trying to talk here. You just sit here and chill out. She's saying, give me breakfast. You got some breakfast over there. Go eat some. So this angel, and I assume it was what a herald angel would be. You know, the heralds are the ones that put out the calls. And I haven't had a vision like that since then. So I think they were trying to, because either it's not time or some spiritual gift of mine was opening up. And folks, I was not drinking. I wasn't on no drugs. I was just sitting here having coffee at the table. And suddenly got this picture. And for a moment there, I crossed into, mentally or psychically or something, crossed into another area. Okay? Stone cold sober. Like early morning type stuff. So, angels do talk to us. They do tell us things. They do show us things. They do send you angel numbers. They send you synchronicities. So do your spirit guides, and so do passed on loved ones. One morning I was sitting here, and I was actually doing something at the table. I think I was actually doing some research on something I wanted to talk about. And it felt like he was here in person, but he wasn't. It was his spirit, because he's passed on. My boyfriend, Will, that passed away on June 16th, 2020. He literally popped, my door's right here. He literally popped in. I mean, I felt a boom, and it was just a blast of energy. And I'm like, what? And I hear his voice in my head say, hey there. And then he popped out. He just wanted me to know, hey Tom, he just wanted me to know he was here. One morning I'm watching a tarot card reading. I'm sitting on my bed. My bedroom is back this way. I have a little bigger of a camper than most of the people, or some of the people around here. It's nice and roomy for one person, but big enough for two. But I think it was Aaron, but I was looking at a reading and trying to figure out, what exactly am I now? I mean, I already know that I'm intuitive. I already know that I'm a light seed worker. I already know, or a light worker. I already know that I am clairaudient because I hear the angels and others as well. And I hear this, I'm looking at this reading by the gym goddess, and she's talking about some goddess figure. I can't remember what the name of it is off the top of my head. And they said, that's what you are. You're this type of healer. And I'm like, and I heard in my head, that's you. But it was like it was whispering in my ear. Somebody was right next to me, because I was thinking and reading the reading, and then I heard it. I heard him tell me in my head. I heard him say, this is you. I'm a healer of some sort. So that's what I've been trying to do, is help people to heal, to realize their worth, their value, that they're loved. So whatever it is I'm supposed to do, I'm trying my best to do it. Because no matter how you believe in God, if God calls you, you should listen. You should listen to your spirit guides. You should listen to your angels. Because they love you and they always have your back. No matter what, they always have your back. So, I believe in that. So, I do really kind of want to steer back more towards angels quite a bit. And I'm going to do some research today, because I feel like there's some other messages they want me to tell. Oh, my ears ringing a little bit. Sometimes when my ears ring, I can tell by the type of ring that it is if they're talking to me or not. If your ears ring, you get that high pitched in there, that's an angel or a spirit guide talking to you. I used to say my spirit guides would talk to me in my right ear, and my angels would talk to me in my left ear. And now it's just like, I don't even consider if it's spirit guide, angel, whatever. If my ears are ringing, someone is trying to tell me something. And you need to listen to that. Your own intuition. And intuition is very quiet. Your intuition is quiet. When you get really nervous and upset about something and you think you're getting intuitive hits, then you're reacting from fear. That's how you tell the difference. Intuition's nice and quiet. Fear, loud and okay? So, that's my message for this morning. Hodgepodge. When your spirit guides and your angels talk, just listen, folks. Take care of your kids. Make sure you tell your kids. And if you don't believe me, go on TikTok and look up. I'm not sure what you would even. Maybe you could even do it as a subject matter. Trafficking, white slavery. I don't even know what titles to even think off the top of my head. But please protect your children. Listen to your angels. Listen to your intuition. Look for the good in life. Look for all the good that helps you to be a better person every day. If you like this video, like, subscribe, and share. My name is Lana Scott, Lighthouse.